Have you ever really stopped to wonder what it takes to host one of those major international summits? Beyond the headlines, the photos of leaders shaking hands.
Yeah, there's this huge logistical machine working away completely behind the scenes.
It's often invisible, isn't it? But absolutely crucial.
Exactly. The planning, the coordination, it's immense and mostly unseen by the public.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into an official report. It kind of pulls back the curtain on how India managed its G20 and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization presidencies.
The SEO, right?
Yeah, the SQ. We're looking specifically at the work of India's Summits and Conference Division. Think of it as a shortcut to understanding the just colossal effort involved.
It's a fascinating glimpse into the mechanics of diplomacy.
Okay, so let's unpack this. India took on the G20 presidency December 1st, 2022. Now, this wasn't just planning for one big meeting, was it?
Oh, not at all. Not even close. During the presidency in 2023, they held over 200 separate meetings.
Two.
Over 200, yeah. And get this, these meetings weren't just in Delhi. They were spread across 60 different locations,
60 across the whole country.
all across India. It was quite a deliberate choice, apparently, to showcase India's diversity. But logistically,
Wow, I can only imagine. And the main event, the Leaders Summit itself, that was in New Delhi.
that's right, at the Bharat Mandapam, September 9th and 10th.
And the report says this division, the Summits division, handled end-to-end logistics. What does that actually mean in practice?
It means pretty much everything you can think of.
Yeah.
Venue mapping, branding, security, huge security operations, obviously.
Right.
Also conceptualizing events, all the transport, accommodation for, thousands of delegates and staff.
Yeah.
Catering for all those G20 meetings.
Across all 60 locations.
Across all 60. Think about the coordination needed, not just inside the government, but with city councils, district officials, state governments, various security agencies.
Central and state security agencies.
Yeah, both. Central and state. It's a massive undertaking. Yeah. A truly holistic thing trying to anticipate every little detail.
It sounds incredibly complex, especially with so many locations. Did the report mention specific challenges with, say, coordinating in smaller cities versus the capital?
It touched on that, dealing with different local rules, varying infrastructure capacities across 60 places. That definitely added layers. Each city needed its own tailored plan for traffic, security adjustments, even local cultural points in, say, the catering.
So hundreds of local teams needing to sync up perfectly.
Exactly. Synchronized with the central plan.
Okay, so you had these meetings happening everywhere, but was there a central kind of nerve center?
Yes, absolutely. The G20 Secretariat itself, the main operational hub, was set up in the Sushma Swaraj Bhawan, the SSB in Delhi.
Okay.
And during the presidency, you had over 300 officers, officials, consultants working just out of there. The division handled all their setup, HR, day-to-day stuff, too.
Wow. So what does that mean for the sheer volume of work happening at the SSB?
Well, think of it like Grand Central Station for G20. They held around 1,150 meetings there.
Just internal G20 meetings.
Internal and external meetings with G20 stakeholders. Plus, about 20 other government meetings, including one for the Council of Ministers chaired by the PM.
So it really was the central hub.
Absolutely the nodal agency for the whole operation.
But India wasn't just juggling the G20, right? They were also spinning the SEO plate at the same time.
They were indeed. India took on the SEO presidency back in September 2022.
So overlapping quite a bit with the G20 prep.
Significant overlap, yes. During that time, they held 6 major SEO meetings, including a big foreign ministers meeting down in Goa.
Goa. Interesting choice. Logistically different from Delhi, I'd imagine.
Very different. Presents its own set of challenges and opportunities. And again, the same division handled the logistics for these SEO events too. It wrapped up with a virtual summit for the heads of state.
And it didn't stop there. This division was handling other events too.
Yeah, their mandate is quite broad. They provided logistics for things like the Pravasi Bharatiya Diwaz. That's the big diaspora event in Indore in 2023.
Right.
Also, the Atal Bihari Vajpayee Memorial Lecture, a BIMSTEC counterterrorism event. It shows there's this constant demand for their specific kind of logistical skill.
Okay, so bringing this all together for you listening.
Yeah.
What's the big picture here? What does this tell us?
I think it really highlights just how critical that seamless coordination, that meticulous, often invisible planning is. It's not just about hosting. It's about projecting competence, efficiency, projecting the nation itself onto the world stage.
It's like soft power through sheer organizational capability.
Exactly. Perfect execution speaks volumes.
So maybe for you, the next time you see a headline about a summit or one of those handshake photos, take a second, ask yourself, what unseen work, what incredible coordination, like we saw with India's Summits Division, actually made that single moment possible?